Today on Podcasting Down, we're in the Baltimore Inner Harbor, and we're here to see how metal the Baltimore German Christmas market is.
That's right, hon. Merry Christmas from Baltimore.
Podcast them down.
So, for some background, Burning Shadows traveled to Germany in 2019 in December, and during this tour of ours, we spent an inordinate amount of time at every Christmas market that we could be in. We went to the one in Nuremberg, we went to multiple ones in Berlin, and so we decided we would check out the one that's here in Baltimore, our hometown, and see how it compares with its German authenticity that it advertises.
I think we went to one in, not Oldenburg.
Oh, we went to the one in Marburg.
Marburg.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
That one, I think that one was the best. It had the most local food and tiny little crafts. So
Yeah, so I found it surprising that Baltimore has its own German Christmas market. Yes, there's German heritage in Baltimore, but if they went so far as to make a Christmas market.
I mean, I've got my Glühwein already.
Yes, let's talk about this. So you have a boot, not a German boot.
It's an adorable little Weihnachts boot.
What's it say on there?
Shoe.
The authentic German Christmas market.
Yeah, we'll see. We're putting that to the test today. And it says Frohe Fest. So, I mean, they've got that at least.
Well, you can't print it on a boot if it's not true. All right, and we also have to determine how metal this is, because this is Podcasting Down.
Always Metal Nation. We can never forget the fully objective, scientifically, stated metal ranking.
All right, exactly. Let's go that way. All right, so the spherical camera didn't work this time, so you're just going to be looking at us looking at things. So just like the German ones, they have various booths. But in Germany, it seems to be all Christmassy stuff, and here it's just kind of junk you can buy, right?
I mean, largely speaking, actually, let's take a look down here, because the thing that seems to be distinguished about American Christmas markets besides to their German or European counterparts is the amount of local specific stuff. So there is this guy over here who's got what appears to be screen printed wood, images of Baltimore and various Baltimore culture stuff like the Bowman and a clipper ship. So there is that, but there's nothing really overtly Christmassy. All of the German Christmas markets have this air of a religious. There's religious trappings. It's very much a Christ-centric holiday and all of the iconography there. Whereas here we've got a Turkish bazaar selling beautiful yet utterly un-Christmas related stuff.
Yeah, like the New York Puzzle Company.
Yeah, exactly. The New York Puzzle Company or the dog treat spot.
Exactly. Okay, so, we're in the way.
We're in the way.
I have a feeling that's going to happen a lot. So I'm also surprised by the attendance. It's pretty good. There's lines for stuff.
Saturday. There's a lot of kids here, which is exactly what we experienced in Germany. But last year, Michelle and I came, my wife and I came out here on an evening, and oh my God, it literally was a 45-minute line for the Glühwein. It was astonishing. It's not nearly that bad this morning.
So over here we have a fiddler fiddling. And maybe you should figure out how to point the camera at him. Maybe you should figure out how to point the camera at the fiddler. But he appears to be sitting on a cajon.
I saw this, and I actually say I got inspired. I don't know how to work this phone.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Yeah, he's got an excellent setup. He's got two pedals. One is hitting the bass side of the cajon. The other one's hitting the front, which is the snare side. And he's got jingles on his ankles. He's got the bells. When we do Eisenless, I'm absolutely going to be...
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not applying yourself. You and Mark and Nick in Eisenmore, the three of you add up to one of this guy.
It's true. I mean, we're just completely slacking. We're not even trying at this point.
All right, I think we are ignoring the elephant in the room, or in the harbor, and that is the fact that there is, in fact, a Glühwein pyramid.
There is, indeed, and I think I'm going to turn around in an effort.
Turn around.
get a look at this thing for our viewers. My goodness, it's nearly authentic. But one of the things that's amazing is in Germany, there are actual seating areas on the top levels of these Glühwein pyramids. You can stand in line to get up there and drink your Glühwein and look out over the festival grounds. It's pretty great. I think if the turnout continues like it has been today, maybe they'll have enough money to do that next year.
And there's nutcrackers and a Santa up there as well, and a reindeer. So I feel like they went American with that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, it's funny. I don't remember seeing any reindeer in Germany. Nutcrackers for sure, but I don't remember any reindeer. Do you?
But they all have Dutch or German names, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Or like, I mean,
Blitzen.
Donner at least is, you know,
Melinda.
Or
I think that's one of them. Let's see what these side things are, because when I came here with my mom and wife, we realized we didn't hit any of these.
sideshows.
Yeah, the everything around the pyramid because it was too crowded.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, here's the aforementioned dog treat zone.
Dog treats.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I kid you not. We're actually doing it. I mean, hey, everybody deserves a Christmas present, and you know, dogs are members of the family if we have dogs. There's no kitty treats.
No kitty treats.
Nope. I don't think they're kitty treats.
Next is the nut roasters. I wonder what they do there.
They roast your nuts, Tim.
I don't have my soundboard. I can't do one of those, but
Yeah, we're gonna have to patch that in later.
All right, so we got roasted nuts.
We got roasted. Man, they do smell sweet. I gotta say.
Sweet nuts.
Sweet nuts.
All right, and now obviously we have ponchos.
Yeah, there's a full assortment of cold weather gear. Hats, gloves. If you've been to a fish show, you've seen the material and the weave and the pattern that we're talking about. Affectionately.
All right, let's see, 5 minutes in.
All right, new record. Affectionately known as a drug rug. But I think that's really just a pejorative and unfair moniker because they look good on everybody, and you don't need to be a drug user to like them.
Yeah, so this store has nothing to do with anything. All right, next is comfort without the calories, which I assume is sugar-free treats, so we can just move on.
Yeah, it seems. Actually, it seems even worse. It looks like it's dessert-themed soaps, so that you can shower with your cheesecake aroma and not feel like you're getting fat because you're not actually eating cheesecake.
Interesting. All right, now we have jewelry for no reason.
Yep.
And then more wool.
Exactly. Alpaca, llama, perhaps.
All right, and then, candles. That's Christmassy, I guess.
Yeah, that's reasonably Christmassy.
All right, so far I haven't seen anything metal. All right, next.
No creche. No Christmas creche. Very few ornaments. And that's something that surprises me because I'll take a minute and say this. My grandfather was an art historian and spent a lot of time in Europe when my dad was growing up. So all of my family's Christmas traditions are very like center of the European continent based. So they always had a creche that they put out and moved around. And a lot of these things that we saw in Germany were already familiar because of the stuff that my grandparents used to do. And I kind of do find it interesting that those things aren't here. That the creche is not a part of an American holiday tradition for most families.
Yeah, they like made it. This whole thing is relatively bland, I think.
I mean, yes.
I mean, it's not awful.
Oh, no.
It's
not by a long stretch. But we also haven't gone to look at the food, and I think that's going to be.
Right, we're getting there.
That's going to be the serious defining aspect.
So I think we are standing next to a shed. They're all sheds. All these stalls are just like portable sheds made of wood or possibly fake wood. But this has the best name, the most metal name so far, Sinful Bliss.
Oh man, Sinful Bliss. Actually, I remember this from last year because Michelle really enjoyed the name of this particular spot.
We just watched Idiocracy recently, and I'm just thinking of this particular individual. All right, and it's so metal that they put the metal shutters down, so you can't actually
And they
buy anything.
spelled it in the most metal way, like sinful. They didn't use an S or an I. CY, like that's some severe cataclysm energy.
It is. All right, let's move on. These the Glühwein pyramid lines are getting quite long. How long did you wait for your boot there?
Probably 10 minutes. I mean, maybe 10, 15.
All right, I think we're heading into the food area now.
We're also approaching another thing that I find disturbing and odd: the pay to come in here and shop zone.
Oh, okay. So it says Christmas Village, and there's an admission fee.
Yes, so you can go in and look at other Christmas stuff.
Oh, there's a stall with bees, or I assume bee-related products,
Yes, honey and stuff. Do you want to take?
and then books. There's
I mean,
I don't know.
both of those things are right up my alley.
They got earwax-colored candles that I assume is beeswax.
Earwax?
Do bees have ears?
I mean, I have to assume they do.
Yep, and honey. Is this Christmas? Well, okay. The inherent danger of bee-related things. That's metal.
Yeah, especially if you're allergic.
You gotta ask if they're allergic, and if they are, then you definitely have to buy something. All right, then next is books, but not like books.
Like
What is this?
Books in the sense that they're bound pages of paper. Maybe not books in like the novel sense, but I mean they're sketchbooks, notebooks. I think
Oh, so they're
day planners, perhaps.
they're mostly empty. So they've passed on the work to you, but neither of those were the Christmas Village. So that's where you have to pay $5 to go shopping in this tent.
I refuse.
Yeah. So
I paid money to go shopping in a tent. The last time I paid money to go shopping in a tent, it was €2, and I went in there because it was air conditioned. And
well, that's a deal compared to this. So this I don't know. It's pretty metal to have an exclusive area.
oh, absolutely, to charge more for exclusive merch is about as metal as it gets.
It's the meet and greet of the Christmas. Wait, isn't this whole thing? No, this whole thing is the Christmas market. But then they call the actual market that you have to pay to get into the village.
The village, indeed, yeah.
I like how confusing it is. So this might be the most metal thing so far.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah, but like in a bad way.
Yeah, in those unpleasant, hard to come to terms with aspects of.
Can you get a shot of the tent? I noticed you're wearing your Berlin Eisbären scarf.
I mean, it was the only hockey game that I got to see in the entire 2019-2020 season for reasons that the Globe might remember. But there we've got it.
There we go. There's the exclusive tent zone. All right, let's go towards. I think most of the rest is just food and beer,
I
right?
believe you're right. I think there might be another couple vendors not too far around the corner, but that might be it.
We didn't mention the insurance company or the the energy company. They had booths.
Oh, that's right, BG&E.
Yes, and the Exelon building is right there across the harbor,
All right. Oh,
and they own BG&E.
Thank you guys.
so speaking of across the harbor,
Oh, we got that on. We got a good sound on that.
excellent. Across the harbor over there is the Rusty Scupper.
The Rusty Scupper.
That's where my beloved wife took me for my birthday this year.
All right, we should
I'd never been. I
Oh.
just wanted to go. I'm a Rusty Scupper shill, guys. It's true.
Yeah, my wife and I went there for our anniversary a while ago. All right, this is a good. We do need to pause here. We took 3 steps and we're between the sausage and the beer. So this is the most Germanist part.
Yeah, that's right. Equidistant between beer and sausage is where every German dreams to be.
All right, so unfortunately, though, if I had my soundboard, I'd get ready to hit. Unfortunately, the beer is from Delaware.
Big oof.
No, it's Dogfish Head.
which is indeed from Delaware, not Germany. Good Lord, what am I saying? But we do actually have a German option not too far away.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, at your 6, the Hofbrau.
Oh, Hofbrau. All right, yeah, I wanted to focus on some of the brands and types of things available because, it's just kind of a mishmash of European things.
Yeah.
And American things with Dogfish Head in particular.
Yes, but we can run it down. So there's Dogfish Head, we've got American beer. We've also got German wine that they've imported and are serving hot out of barrels in the traditional style. Then we've got Belgian frites. And as we saw behind us over here, the bratwurst stand.
All right, so there's bratwurst, Krakauerwurst. I think there's...
Is there currywurst as well?
I don't think there's currywurst. I think there's another one, but I can't see the sign.
I don't know.
So there's up to 3. There's perhaps 3 different kinds of sausage, and you can get it comes on a Brotchen, and you can have sauerkraut on it.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I had last time. It was delicious.
So we did not eat last time that we were here. I think actually that's a lie. We got the Belgian frites, and they were extremely good. But again, kind of were there frites in Nuremberg?
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't remember seeing them. In Germany, it's a lot of confections. A lot of maybe not confections, but pastry and adjacent bread products, pretzels, brötchen, all sorts of cookies, all sorts of gingerbread. They did have, oh hell, the name's escaping me.
I don't know.
The Nürnberger gingerbread, specifically from Nuremberg.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember the name.
Well, they've got it over at the Glühwein Pyramid. So it's there are all of these touches that it's clear that somebody who is planning this knows what they're doing. And then there's that same bizarre little mishmash of America and other just oh, it's Christmassy European stuff.
Yeah. All right, so someone just walked by with a pretzel. And the pretzels are, don't get your hopes up on the pretzels.
Are they super pretzels?
Yeah, they're basically low quality ballpark pretzels.
Fantastic. I was just at the Flyers game the other night, and I had a low quality ballpark hoagie that was delicious on the night. and I'll leave it there.
Got it. All right, so the Hofbrau, they have original Dunkel, Hefeweizen, Märzen, and a session lager.
Why are we having a Märzen in December?
I don't know, but they and those are $8 for 16 ounces. So, good luck, European fans. Do the conversion.
Good luck comprehending the pricing scale.
That's like when you see gas prices per liter. It's I don't know what's going on. All right, and I've been waiting to talk about this next one.
Oh, yes.
All right, so I'll read this in my best American. This stand here is called Raclette Stube.
Oh, yeah, the Raclette Stubby.
So my understanding is it's a sandwich.
Yeah.
With melted cheese on it.
Okay.
However, the cheese smells like crap.
It smells like crap. Is that what I'm currently smelling?
Yes.
See, because now, being in the Inner Harbor, I'm used to smelling fish smells.
Well, I'm smelling fried smells, which is probably the schnitzel stand behind us.
I'd say that's a good bet. But that fishy smell, you're telling me that's the cheese?
Yeah, so it's a type of Swiss cheese. So this is a Switzerland thing, and they basically have a half wheel of this stinky Swiss cheese.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
And it's under a heater.
Uh-huh.
And then they scrape off the melted thing for you.
And it just kind of melts, and then they scrape it off, put it on the bread, and you go from there?
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure it's one of those things that smells awful and tastes great.
Oh, for sure.
We're not really getting the awful smell right now.
No. I mean, that sounds exactly like something I want, but for the whole cheese part of that, for listeners who are unaware, that's a fatal allergy for me. We are not. We're just standing.
And it's only $12 for the privilege, for the cheapest privilege.
$12 whole.
United States dollars.
Sorry.
All right, and once again, we were in the way because people want their smelly cheese.
Turns out on location is more challenging if you don't have the 360 camera that you can just gyroscope magic your way into fixing.
Yep. Oh well. All right. So next we have JD's House of Bacon. So this is American. I find it odd that there's no line here.
I do too, because I've seen the dudes with the bacon, and it does look pretty good. It's a stick of bacon. Like bacon on a bake. You know, if you're fans of the Renaissance Fair and you've ever had a steak on a steak, it's bacon on a steak.
If you haven't, if you're not aware of what we're talking about, you should watch the Metal on Location episode where you went to the Renaissance Fair and I couldn't get tickets.
That's right. I completely forgot that we had done that.
All right, next is crepes. Yeah, so I don't. That they have sweet and savory. This is where we went before, but I believe this is the crepes place is run by all deaf people.
Oh, really?
Except for the person taking your order.
Well, I mean, that would indeed introduce problems for most people.
So you think how loud a kitchen is and how everyone's yelling at each other. Well, now picture them angrily signing at each other.
I was about to say, it's got to be the quietest, most conveniently least noisy kitchen ever.
Yeah, my only complaint about it is they like to take too many orders than they can fill. So you're going to wait a while.
This is true. And again, crepes are another thing that I never really worry about because of the dairy.
Oh, yeah, I guess there would be.
All milk and stuff.
Yeah. All right, and then we don't need to go over there. There's a long line for some reason.
I think that's the it's booze.
All right. Well, this here is the schnitzel.
Oh, that's the schnitzel stand?
Yeah, so let's see if we can pop in front of the schnitzel. Go right through this line here. So, it's Das Schnitzel and Potato House.
Das Schnitzel und Potato House.
Yeah, well, it's an ampersand, so there's no good place to go. Yeah, so once again, various schnitzels on a roll and with German potato salad. Which sounds unremarkable, but other than that potential place in Elkridge, Maryland, I don't really know where to get good German food like a Leberkäse. That was the other one.
Very nice. Leberkäse, again,
Pop down here.
that's kind of a deep cut. Leberkäse.
Yes. Does that mean liver cheese?
I mean, in my caveman German, yeah.
You mean ja? All right. We're running out of stuff. All right. There behind us is a hot Glühwein and hot beverages thing, so you don't have to order it from the pyramid if you don't want to.
Indeed. You can stand in a huge line instead. Oh, we've got Christmas. We
And then
found our
finally,
Christmas stuff.
yeah, this is like the most authentic, I would say, stand here, which would be the Christmas ornaments, because that's what, like most of them, in our experience, at least in Germany,
Yeah,
that's mostly what they would sell.
exactly. That's. I mean, it was Christmas ornaments, assorted like. And for Americans who are not like super familiar with the creche tradition, it's basically the manger scene, and there are all of these little figurines that you can purchase every year and add on to it, and add furniture and add like outbuildings to the manger.
And add like, and like Iron Man and Batman. Yeah, I'm crossing Marvel and DC. I don't care.
I'm this close to putting my Amon Amarth bobbleheads in my creche.
Oh, that's a good idea. And you can get that King Diamond action figure.
Exactly. I got a Gritty bobblehead at the Flyers game.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, he's going in the creche as soon as Michelle unpacks him.
Wait, let's pause. This isn't Christmassy at all, but who were the Flyers playing?
They were playing your Washington Capitals.
And yet you bought a Gritty bobblehead.
I did. It was $5.
Oh yeah, I'd buy it too. That's worth it.
I also want to say I am a Capitals fan. I also support the Ice Baron, and I also support Gritty. I love Gritty. I wish he was my mascot, along with Slapshot. I love everything about Gritty.
We should get away from this music before we get content matched. Yeah, so there's a guy who's about to breakdance. Okay, now we have a bunch of trod upon fries at the Belgian Fries Huis. So I guess you can get some Belgian fries.
They're definitely ground into the dust.
All right, now it just kind of peters out at this point. So there's a local candle maker stand, and then nothing.
The end, guys.
Yeah, so there's a carousel over here, but that's always here.
Yeah. And then the Maryland Science Center.
That's where we learn about crabs.
In more ways than one, hon.
Now, way back behind us, I don't know if it's visible. Let's see. There is a Ferris wheel. Now, is that Ferris wheel part of this? Because in Germany, we did see mini Ferris wheels at some of these things.
We did indeed. And the carnival ride aspect of the German Christmas market is a little better developed than the ones here. I don't think it is. I think that's something different because
it's just like it's like here's a Ferris wheel.
Yeah, it seems like it's beyond the borders of Christmas market.
And then we can get a shot of the carousel if we just flip around here.
One of those. Whoops, nope.
Nope. Where is it? It's like podcasting in a mirror. All right, there it is. And then what else do we have? I mean, so there is an outdoor rink, temporary ice skating rink that they set up way down there, but we're not going there.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I'm definitely not doing that.
Yeah, it's probably expensive.
Yeah, and it's also, in this climate, it's really hard to achieve that sort of thing.
It is. But they're having the Winter Classic in Raleigh, North Carolina this year, so.
Don't remind me.
But it's against your Washington Capitals.
Again, don't remind me. I don't want to have the Capitals end another player's career because we tend to run over people in the Winter Classic.
I really want, if anyone wants to make my Christmas wish come true, I would like a 2011 Winter Classic jersey, Capitals, David Steckel, number 39, please.
I miss Dave Steckel. Oh, Stecks.
Me too. So you can just join the Patreon at the appropriate level, and I'll just buy it myself.
Yes, and I learned that the reverse retro jerseys are available blank at Kettler Capital or whatever the hell who's sponsoring the Caps.
The thing in Northern Virginia where they practice?
Exactly, their pro shop down there. I really want a Marcus Johansson one.
Nice,
So,
nice.
Users, navigate over to that Podcast Them Down Patreon page. Get me and Tim some great new Capitals gear, and we'll do a podcast thanking you and talking about why the Capitals are the most metal franchise in the National Hockey League.
All right, so in summary, on a scale of 1 to 10, how authentic would you say this Christmas market is?
It's tough, man. I would say that this is probably a 7.8 or 9 on the authenticity scale. There are parts of it that are dead on, but then there are other parts of it that are just purely Baltimore and also very America that just don't have any relation to what you see in Germany.
Yeah, totally agree. I don't know if I'd go so high as 7.8. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised the first time I came because I had very low hopes. So I'm going to go all the way down to 7.77 on authenticity. Now, the metalness.
That's very metal.
There is not very much metalness here. I mean, there's beer and sausage, and that's metal. And then there's the occasional exclusive place, and your arm has gone numb, and that's pretty metal.
Yeah. And it could have been, we came out dressed for the weather that might have been. It could have been colder. So, mild weather is not metal at all. It's either got to be extremely hot or extremely cold for metal to really come from the meteorological conditions.
Yeah, I'm not expecting anything awesome to happen. It's just kind of relaxing and not very metal. So I am gonna go with somewhere between a 4 and a 5, perhaps a 4.27 on the metalness. It's not metal, but it's not metal.
Exactly. I think rating it somewhere in the 4.5 to 4.57 range is equally reasonable. there's a lot of foreign language,
Ah, yeah.
which I think really improves the metal score, at least in terms of my particular view on what is metal. Like saying the actual proper names for our sausages, Krakauerwurst instead of Polish sausage.
Right. Oh, that's a great point.
I mean-
I'm going to add a half a point. So whatever I said,
I think you're up to 5.2.
yeah, we'll add half a point.
All right, 5.2. And I think that's as official a pronouncement as we can actually confidently make at this point, right?
I agree. All right. Well, so I think that's about it.
I'd say it's a wrap.
All right. So until next time, Metal Nation, keep it Weihnachten.